So, Rimworld gets a nice new update, 1.64850, which has been dropped today, June 8th. And yeah, it's nice. We don't get too many updates from Rimworld too often. I thought I'd give you a nice little rundown of what's in it, so that way you don't have to take the time to go read it yourself. Maybe you're busy, you've been working all day, you're driving home, you want to listen to this, whatever the case may be. What's up, everybody? Soul here for your viewing pleasure, and let's get right at it. Hey everyone, we're back with a small update for Rimworld and the expansions today. Check out the changelog below. This update should be compatible with all save games and mods. Have a bug to report? You can share it with us here at the Rimworld official Discord. Cheers, Tia. Changelog. Heavy bridges are now immune to explosion damage. Embryos are now forbiddable. Okay. Added ancient bridges and ancient heavy bridges, which have a market value of 0. This prevents large wealth spikes when landing on maps that generate ruins over water. That's pretty great. Updated royalty preview images, and then updated player creative content. All right, fixes. This list gets long, guys. All right, some ancient danger enemies were active before they were unfogged. That's been fixed. Cloud watching sometimes appears when in space instead of stargazing. Pawns can infinitely desire a look change if their ideology and genes clash. Deliver resources jobs issue causing pawns to not take any job. Error with grow zones and pocket maps. Incorrect parameters being used in ancient pod contents. Creep joiner body types. Pawns passing friendly and enemy blockers. Glower dialogue can't be configured now to force a color value. Construct cache not respecting forced orders. Grab ship jumps interrupted death rest. Holding platforms minified by infestations would delete their contents. Ooh. Cultists would get stuck after their ritual was interrupted. That's hilarious. macOS installations on non-Apple system files would try to load the generated prefixed XML files. Blood rage head if increasing and / decreasing to slowly on pawns ticking at a lower rate. Cube interest / withdrawal not behaving correctly on pawns ticking at a lower rate. Mechanoids repairing too fast when ticking at a lower rate. Waste pack atomizer. West and east sprites were flipped. Butcher yield storyteller setting affecting make any stone blocks bill yield. And then of course they fixed canceling a wall blueprint that was replacing another wall would delete any wall attachments. That's nice. Volcanic debris lava can no longer spread to deep water. Ghouls can no longer go on caravans alone. Lodgers that are arrested and released are no longer recruited for free. Ghouls now exit shuttles drafted like other colonists. Explosions were not destroying regular bridges. If your first home map is in space, pawns were occasionally spawning on other maps with vac suits. Grav ship takeoff could leave floating roofs on the launch map. Incorrect threat reaction radius for enemies defending a location. Buildings could remain connected to power nets on the previous map after launch. Beam weapons were creating visual at VFX in the wrong location. Only affects mods. Shuttle crash rescue quests could generate with too few points to generate an enemy threat. Possible for rescue shuttles to land on the crashed shuttle, destroying it. I've seen that one. Unnatural corpses could be permanently destroyed by turning them into nutrient paste. Several issues with flesh mass heart and grav ship jumps from maps with grav anchors. Possible for strange signal quests to fail to find a place for the monolith on particular full maps. Possible for distress signal map to generate without a shard. Possible for terminals to fail to spawn in ancient complex quests. instantly failing the quest on arrival. Talk about frustrating. They fixed the desired styles were calculated incorrectly if biotech was enabled, causing the styling station to show all styles and look change desired, thought to never occur. They fixed the inspired recruitment, pawns interacting incorrectly with prisoners with reduced will setting. Babies born during shuttle flight were deleted. They have now fixed that. Babies born without a faction would occasionally have their xenotype randomized. Oh, that's interesting. It was possible to have the quest lodger enter biosculptor pods via the gizmo when it was disabled via float menu. Exception when hovering certain buildings near the map's edge in God mode. Rectangle drag designators displayed the total number of designated cells on screen rather than the actual number of cells in the dragged rectangle. Slave terror incorrectly only checked the region that the slave was in. Performance issue if the player had no home map, several non-home maps, and no grab ship. It was possible for Pilgrim Quest to target a map without a reliquary on it, causing the quest to break. That's frustrating. Pawns would attempt to remove their vac suit in space if their policy didn't allow for it. EMP rounds on unique weapons weren't breaking low shields. Birds could get stuck in a flying animation if they were transported on a grab ship mid-flight. Incorrect silo cap graphics. Books and containers could have the same text content, having an endogene and an overriding xenogene with the same trait can cause the trait to never be applied at all. Archaean tree missing snowy overlay, the siegers respecting players' blueprints, performance issues with lots of unbuildable blueprints, possible enumeration errors with joyous thought, AI inconsistencies when trying to move around blocking pawns, removed some old back compatibility code that is causing issues with mods, and of course they fixed several typos. Very good stuff right here, guys. So if you're on your way home, you needed to hear it, here it is. I've given it to you. I hope you enjoy. I hope this helps you out. Lots of things have been addressed and fixed. We don't get too many updates too often, and I think that's really great because they're really considerate of the modding community. So make sure you give these guys your support, give them a like, make sure you review the game, give it a positive review. It's already got an astronomical amount, but it can't hurt to have more, right? We definitely appreciate them over here and for everything that they are doing. They kind of rock. They just kind of rock. If you appreciate me and you like what I'm doing, make sure you drop me a like and subscribe. And yeah, guys, until next time, I will catch you later. Huge shout out and thank you to our soldiers. You guys and gals are the ones who keep the content rolling, going, flowing, and everything just moving, guys. I'm so grateful for y'all. Thank you so much. Until next time, I will catch you later. Bye.